did I have the most fun with? No, we had no fun on the set.
What the hell was that?
Hello, I'm Chris Martino. I did the Old Man of the Rooks for May. I'm a chemical engineer, and I started getting involved in filmmaking about 12 years ago when a couple people with Augusta Film sort of were looking for volunteers, and I started becoming a PA, did audio, worked my way up to editing and actually shooting some things. And this has actually been the first thing I've actually directed that had a story involved with it. So.
Damn it! Help!
When I got called last month, Shay sort of left it in a really good spot to pick up with. So I was actually happy about that. There were several plot points about what the Scarecrows' motivation was that I was really confused about, and I was happy that I got a chance to like talk to several of the people who were involved and like, okay, why would he do this? Why would he listen to Deb? So I was sort of happy to get it over with in May and not have to worry about it month to month. Well, do I have to clear 3 weeks off of my schedule? So. Okay, so it was only 3 weeks that you get to write, shoot, and edit and deliver the short. So about the first week, I used about the first week for just planning and writing. The second week, I shot pretty much 6 days in a row because I was only shooting at night, and a lot of the people, including myself, weren't really able to do it much past 11 on some of the nights, and we needed it to get dark. So. And then the last week I pretty much did the editing. Unfortunately, after 6 days of shooting straight, I was so sleep deprived that the editing, I probably procrastinated more than I should have on that. So I would have loved to just set it aside for a couple days and then come back to it and go, ooh, I should do this and this and this. But overall I'm happy with it, and it seemed to work in 3 weeks. I was happy. First of all, I don't consider myself a writer at all. This is really the first thing I've ever written that had a story to it. So the first thing I did was talk to a couple of people who directed previous chapters, and they gave me a lot of ideas. I pretty much said, okay, I want someone to die, and I want them to die in a way that I can actually accomplish. Yeah, so when I laid this thing out, I was like, yeah, well, scarecrows and fire, from Wizard of Oz, they don't really mix. So I pretty much just used lamp oil, and we had Dan Beck make a separate head that I was able to light on fire, and we sort of had some people there who sort of knew how to do this to put it out. One of them we had trouble putting out the last time we did it, so that was a little interesting. Yeah, the advice I'd like to give the other directors is please honor the previous directors and sort of stick to the story that they laid out with you and expand it. Don't just say, okay, now the Scarecrow is going to be in Atlanta for a week, downtown. It's like, just try to, okay, you might get that to work, but try to respect the story that has been laid out. You know, last year watching the Artifactum, I was like kicking myself for how come I didn't get myself involved with it? These are so good. So I'm happy that I'm involved in this one.